Yo. We back. We live. Episode 48 of the Everyday Gems podcast. Got Sean here with me today. Court here with me. Deontay could not be here today, but on the next show, he should be back in the building, giving y'all some of his funniest takes like he usually do. Um, man, so we got free agency that going crazy. Get to some basketball today, but we gonna start with that free agency, man. Let's just go with the main one. That boy, Miles Garrett, man, broke the bank on him. 164 years, 128 guaranteed. I don't think he's going to go nowhere now. I think he's like, you know what? I'm gonna take the, I'm gonna go with this 3 and 14 with this 32 million a year. I'm happy where I'm at.
500.
I'm comfortable.
Said losing ain't that bad after all.
Yeah.
Like shit, I can defensive rack up all these single person awards. Get their money on.
My money on good.
I don't need nothing else.
I'm gonna get these defensive player of the year every year.
Exactly. I ain't got shit else to do. They really beat me on defense. Yo, y'all, you think they can't trade him now? Like you got to be there for a year after you get a contract, right? Like
Dude,
that.
I don't think he got a trade clause. I think he got no trade clause.
They got no trade clause. Okay.
I think he do. If I'm mistaken, it's so many deals that happen, but I feel like he got a no trade clause. So,
do y'all think he should have stayed for the bread? He should have been like, nah, let me just go ahead and try to get this. Because he's what, 29, 28?
Bruh.
If I would, if I'm the Browns, I would have traded him because I need assets, and that Watson deal is gonna keep us handicapped till we can manage it. And by the time
they restructured this joint.
that's fine. You can, but that's what I'm saying. You can only restructure till you restructure. I can speak from that. You keep restructuring and pushing the can down the street, you get more red and more red. So,
Yeah.
um,
At some point, you got to pay it.
you know, it's a premium player, it's Miles Garrett. So I get it, paying him, but I think you have to look at where you going future wise, and you know, y'all haven't hit on the quarterback yet. So, and you may hit this year, but yeah, I would have just tried to replenish my
Do you think they would
my
probably
roster.
still do it? Like, man, like we tried this, he got his money, and then they can because of his because I don't know if
What
it's
is
like
that?
basketball or because he make a certain amount, they got to
Nah.
make money wise. So you're not like
See,
you make 40 million a year, 30 million a year. You got to give me 3 first rounders.
Well, every year they're gonna keep coming back to the table because if somebody else come and get a little bit more, he gonna want more.
yeah, that's that shit. That's the thing with football. It's like niggas are never satisfied because he only the top player for this year. Next year, someone he
Right?
sets the market. So next year,
Yeah, he set the
he's the
market.
market.
Right. If
Plus,
if if
Cleveland fucked because you just gave him 128 million guaranteed. That is why you can't trade him because that is what's going to eat your cap. The guaranteed money in football is what that usually is dictates the cap hit. It's
yeah,
not the yearly. It's how much you get guaranteed because that money, it has to be paid. You see, like in basketball, they don't really have a salary cap because they get niggas fully guaranteed contracts. If that was the case, it'd be some teams who are straight garbage because they still owing Ben Simmons money.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're strapped behind paying a dude max contract and then he don't deliver. Well, in football, you kind of force teams to either pony up or let his ass walk.
Yeah,
because
well,
I put it um like I said, it makes sense because it's Miles Garrett. You don't want Miles Garrett to go to a contender and then he go do what Saquon did.
Yeah,
Um,
straight to the bowl and get the chip.
but you don't want to be like you said. You give it guaranteed money, and you know even when you come back, let's say Watt get a little bit more this year, um, and then in a few years Hutch get a lot. Now he gonna be like, hey, it's 40 cool, but Hutch got 41. So
Yep. I ain't got
now
but
he
2 years
gonna
left, and my
want
guaranteed money gone.
yeah, he gonna want
And
40.
see,
He gonna want 41.4. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. So and um, yeah, that's I'm not saying he gonna do that, but it's always a possibility. Like I used like when Aaron Donald was when he was still playing, he wanted a we had I think there was an extension coming, and when he reset the market, if not the next year or the second year, you got guys coming behind him and saying you got Cam Hayward wanting a little bit more, and it's Chris Jones wanting more, Simmons wanting a little bit more, and so it's so you it's always like with the corners, not to jump ahead, but J.C. Horn, he got the deal
bro, they
as
overpaid
is
him.
right now. He just got over Ramsey, who was number one or two or whatever, and then you got Sertan right there behind him. So it's
You,
like this year he set the market. Now next
Yep.
year
Sertan's
Sauce
gonna set
might
the
be there.
market.
You know what
so
I'm saying?
let me ask y'all this question. Then he just said, with the Browns traded for Kenny Pickett, you think he gonna start next year? And if so, why they even do
Who?
that move? Kenny
The
Pickett,
Browns traded for who?
Kenny Pickett.
He's watching football in a uniform.
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
They
yeah,
brought him there just in case Deshaun Watson is not healthy, but his ass is just there warm to
yeah.
keep the
He's
seat warm.
insurance. He's
Yeah,
insurance.
he he probably got a 1 year deal. He lucked up, went to the Eagles, got the ring, so now he's free for the rest of the NFL career.
Now, um, Cleveland, I don't know what they're gonna do. You know, they talking about they want to get up there. Um, they want to get up there at the one spot, stuff like that. So I don't know what's the intention at the one spot. You know, I don't know if they want Cam Ward. I don't.
I don't
Yeah.
think so. See, the
So
reason why I don't think it's Cam Ward is then that was stupid to trade for Kenny Pickett.
well, it's the Browns though. Like
Yeah,
we,
Very, very true.
they
But
got
see, it,
but they traded Kenny Pickett. I mean, and what you call got Eagles got Dorian Robinson in the 2025 fifth round.
so they traded two third string quarterbacks.
yeah,
But my thing
Derek Carr
is,
ain't touching the field. So
when you make the trade for Kenny Pickett, that he's probably going to be your number two just off the fact that he's a veteran. If you draft or trade up, so that means you're wasting more draft capital to move up to number one, which ain't number two fucking slots. You better off staying at three. You've already restructured Watson's deal, so he only got 2 years left. In 2 years, you'll probably be picking number one, number two, and number three again any fucking way. The guy named Arch Manning will be available in that draft. Why draft a quarterback now when you can fortify some weapons, build a team, and then go get a young guy who has a chance to be a star? And you don't have Watson over your money. You've already paid a little bit on Myles Garrett. You're gonna have to re-up Denzel Ward soon. Some of them other guys you've already paid them when you go draft a young guy. Don't go out here and trade up to go get Cam Ward now. Now you got three fucking quarterbacks. The no one pick's probably gonna fucking pick because he's better than the other ones you have. Don't draft a quarterback, Cleveland. Stay at three. Get you some fucking help. Travis Hunter, fucking a defensive end. Because if the Titans take Abdul Carter, get this next lineman, something else. Just don't go get a quarterback
it
because
really
they don't
depends
help
on what
you.
they do.
You know what I'm saying? A quarterback doesn't help Cleveland because they're bad all over the fucking field. You need more than just a quarterback.
Maybe they should just leave fucking Cleveland. How about that? Just leave Cleveland.
Bruh,
Just leave.
that's what. But I agree with Sean. I think Cleveland. If Myles Garrett, I understand you can't turn down the money, and I wouldn't have turned down 120
Yeah, I
guaranteed.
get him not turning it down.
Yeah, but
But I
at the
would have
same
traded
time,
his ass too.
I think
Because,
Ohio just doesn't need two teams.
bruh, the only play.
They
Look,
don't have enough money.
I was thinking about this shit when I was coming down the other end to clean up. The only people who had success in Ohio teams are players from Ohio. Think about it. Joe Burrow's from Ohio. Bill Ward is from Ohio. I think
Yeah.
Myles Garrett is from that area.
Whatever
Or
they
not, he's
doing,
from
they
Texas.
need to
But
like
like
they need to
their stars are usually guys and that how they live in that state. Look at a lot of their first round picks be from from other places. Man, them dudes be fizzling out quick or getting the hell out of there as fast as possible.
New York, California, Texas, Florida. Only places that can have multiple teams. If you're not one of them states, you cannot have multiple teams.
Exactly. But see, Cleveland is an original franchise, original NFL team. That's why. And they used to be good in the 50s with Jim Brown and shit. But hell, they ain't did shit since Bernie Kosar. And they should be mad because the fucking Baltimore Ravens was the goddamn Cleveland Browns. They moved in 95, 96 after Jonathan Ogden and goddamn Ray Lewis, and the Ravens became the Ravens. But that's really Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
It's a shame as soon as that team has got the hell out of Cleveland, play Super Bowl. The Browns still suck.
Your phone, Court, your phone.
God damn it.
Sick.
I need Deontay's son to goddamn come check it.
Josh Allen.
I was about to say that 250 million. Whew,
that's about
guaranteed. Right. Guaranteed.
I ain't know they was gonna pay him yet, but it makes
sense. Think about it.
Josh, we ain't about to play with you, my boy. We ain't gonna.
Yeah,
it's smart to do that.
Don't even get curious about what's out there.
Yeah, but see, that's how winning franchises keep winning.
They called him Joshy when he came in. Hey, Joshy, listen, you ain't even about to all that testing, market, and seeing what else is out there. You got another 2 years on your. Look, here's another guarantee. Take this, sign it.
Yeah,
this is yours. Take some hoes.
What's the thing about it?
Hoes, what? Take some bitches. Take that. Like, damn.
See, last year was the test year to see if he could lead a team without really having a lot of weapons around.
That nigga led them
and they still
leading them too.
So now we don't need to spend money on no high price receivers. They got rid of Von Miller. We pay you because we ain't paying nobody else. You gave Shakur a nice little extension, and they just build him through the draft.
Where he led them last year in the same fucking spot, which is going.
Oh, I ain't saying they're gonna win a championship, but they don't. They can pay him and still make a decent team because they'll just keep building through the draft. Instead of spending money on free agents, you notice they ain't spending on free agents. They cut some motherfuckers, but they ain't went and picked up nobody really.
Yeah, because they still rebuilding really. So.
Yeah, they gonna replenish their team through the draft because they have their quarterback. So that's also the smart way.
I made a mistake.
I don't have to spend a lot of money. We can still make the playoffs, still be a threat. And we could and not be in danger of goddamn being the Saints where you're fucking $50 million over the cap and you're fucking picking the lottery every year.
I made
not winning the division.
And he got 330 million, 250 guaranteed.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's a beautiful day.
He's Josh Allen.
Whether he plays or not.
I think Jones what 5 years?
My ankle hurt. Yeah, he to 2030. And then by that time, he'd be 32 by the time?
Just hitting the peak.
Jesus Christ, for another God.
He got a chance to get another deal like that.
Yeah. He might get 2 more after the way they play to the 40s.
Yeah.
Don't let that nigga accidentally win a Super Bowl. Woo, shit.
That might go up again, so he gonna mess around. Look, he gonna get 330 on this one, 400 on the next one, and then sign a 3-year deal for 300 again. You like, hold up, wait a minute, 300 for 3? This is insane. I nigga done broke the bank. I made 1.3 billion. I'm out here. I'm out here.
You know, the more and more the cap go up, you know what I mean. The prices on these premium positions are gonna be, you know what I mean, like the DNs. Corners, quarterbacks, receivers, linemen, like left tackles and whatnot. So centers. So
he'll be 33. That means he gonna get another with the cap going up, or the next one he may get 400 million on the next one. Because if he get one, if he get a championship, he gonna get 400 million, and he stays healthy.
Oh yeah.
Someone else that got a big bag was
he gonna get 400 million for 5 years, 380 guaranteed on his ass.
Yeah.
look at that and you look at what Dak is making. You're like,
That's
yo,
crazy.
it's quarterback market, man.
Yeah,
Something else.
it is. It is insane.
We got a lot of movement, a lot of new jerseys.
Yeah.
Um,
Y'all boys over at y'all picked up your mans, yo.
I told you
Sean,
that.
y'all picked up your mans, yo.
I told you that.
Yo, he act like he the man. Like he gotta leave A-Rod again. He gonna cry in the car. Man, they gonna be doing a
No,
little color
I
purple
mentioned it
joint, a
on the
little
pod. He said he was
you
coming
and
to
I will
California.
never part. Ah, God. Huh?
I said I mentioned it on the pod when he said he was coming to California. So um,
He
I
said that
thought
shit like something. He gonna make it. He a game changer like that. Shut your ass up, nigga.
when
Who?
he's still Devontae, but
Who,
Devontae.
Devontae?
Yeah.
Shit, he is like that.
yeah, he's
Uh,
still Devontae.
you gotta prove it. Goddamn it.
The Jets year was what it was. He still had good numbers.
Hey,
They just were not good everywhere else.
Everybody sucked for the Jets.
Yeah, I don't care who you
damn.
are. But
Shit.
no, I thought I thought he was going to San Fran because they was moving Ayuk or tried to move Ayuk. So I was expecting them to go there. I thought they were
See,
trying to
I'm
figure
glad you brought that up because I got a whole little spiel on them dumbasses.
Hold on. Let's go over here to the Seahawks real quick.
Nah,
The
damn that.
Vikings
We can
said,
get to
the Vikings said, hey, listen. The Vikings like, listen, man. Thanks for the regular season. Trash ass nigga.
bruh.
Fucking
What did I tell y'all? Y'all thought I was bullshit. I told y'all he did not get the money he thought he was gonna get, and the NFL was like, that was 1 year.
yo, he had a great season. And
That was 1 year.
they get him
That's
33
what
million. And Dak didn't do shit. He got 60.
see what I'm saying?
Hey,
But Sam Darnold, no, that motherfucker is 33 million. Let's stop this shit. We not finna get his boy 250,
the
I,
average quarterback getting like 40 dollars.
but
bruh.
you got to think about it too though. With Dak has at least had multiple winning seasons in the regular season.
That's
Ex-
outrageously
Darnold
nuts.
hasn't. So
yeah.
Bro, I'm done.
that's why last year was such
Now,
a surprise because he hadn't the
Bro,
places he had been when he was in Carolina or the Jets, he struggled. So, he had a
bro,
breakout year. I think
that
that's
is
reasonable
too
for him. I
funny.
thought they would have got 30. But I think what kind of killed his whole momentum was the last two games when he played Detroit and he played the Rams.
But you, dog, you couldn't even like niggas making at least 40. Dog, you couldn't even get 40, my boy.
I
That's
but
mean,
I told
crazy.
you, I was trying to tell y'all all year that was his value. Teams looked at it as fool's gold.
Mm,
And Minnesota was like, nigga, we already drafted our quarterback.
mm.
So it
I
didn't make
think
sense. It didn't make sense for them to keep him. I understood the thought, but no, we invested in this other kid. We drafted him in the lottery for a reason.
I
You
think
did what a backup is supposed to do.
if they would have went further than where they went, he probably would have had a stronger case. I don't know if he gets the money from them, but he probably gets bigger money from somewhere else.
Yeah, he would have got 35 from Seattle instead of 33.
He probably got 40.
Hey, the
Just be
Jets,
honest.
the Jets didn't
Because
they
some
saved a
people
lot of
will
money.
overpay if they were desperate enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Um,
Yeah, and Seattle paid him, but wait, they gave him what he deserves, which was smart. They didn't kill themselves,
Hey,
and
the Jets said, you know what?
oh, we gonna kill them. It is.
The Jets was like, we ain't paying no quarterback right now. We gotta get some pieces and that's
They
gonna
ain't
do
kill
something.
themselves, but we gonna kill them.
We
We
gonna get
gonna.
this nigga Justin Fields, 15
bruh,
million.
that was
He perform. He get another 5 on each deal. 2
Um,
years,
I
20
agree.
million.
I think this is a good pickup for them.
who the Jets?
Yep,
They ain't spend no bag. They look, they got a lot of money.
and that's why.
They ain't got
Again,
nobody making no bread.
here's the thing: in 2 years, everybody's consistent number one pick will be available. They will not be tied to a quarterback. They did not pay Justin Fields a lot of money. They didn't guarantee him a lot of shit. Plus, that team needs fucking help everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Let's
think
stop this shit.
Braun.
Garrett Wilson, that Justin Fields was his quarterback in college. Cool. You still need another receiver. You probably need a better tight end. You probably need another running back. You damn sure need offensive linemen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do a
And at
lot
the
of
same time, you
drafting.
lost your starting corner to the Lions, which
Yeah,
the Lions got a little bit faster.
Phone
But
breaking.
with
the
getting
Jets
Reed,
did the right thing.
when you get Reed, that's a good pickup. Yeah, you. I think too. You got a young guy. Um, he's been in Chicago, been in Pittsburgh. Um, got a little bit more experience than he did the early years in Chicago. Um, and they may really lean into his traits and try to develop him more than what he is. We'll see what he turns out to be. Like you said, they gotta address the line because he'll just be looking like he looked in Chicago if they don't get the line right.
So why
Um,
even? I guess you gotta have a quarterback out there, but that's fucked up. That people keep using him as a. You know, this is gonna be a rebuilding year. Look at Justin Fields because we're not gonna be very good.
You know
well,
why? Because Justin Fields is good enough to get. He's good enough to win you games, and he's still young.
you got to look
You're
at.
hoping
I mean,
that
situation
the
is
greatness kicks in.
everything is different. Everybody's situation is different. He went to Chicago. They not really a place where they were ready for him. We
Yep,
talked about
they
it.
didn't. They didn't invest in him.
They don't invest in general, so they didn't invest in him.
Hmm.
And so you're already kind of behind the eight ball. His stock had dipped to an extent, so him going to Pittsburgh helped his stock in some cases because now it's like, oh, it's still something there. It's still a lot to work with. We could see what he got, and
Yep.
I think you're not gonna pay Sam Darnold. Jets already been down that road. Not doing that. Then we get an inexpensive young guy that we can develop, and if he turns out to do something, then we can take this further. We can actually put a deal with him.
And on top of that, Aaron Glenn is familiar with him, having coached against him multiple times,
So, and he been in
so they
enough
know what
games.
he has.
You know, like I said, you know the traits, you know the strengths, you know the weaknesses. You'll know how to. Okay, we can structure. It's just like what happened with we just was talking about Sam Donald. You know what he ain't good at. You know what he good at. Let's lean into what he
Hmm.
good at. And you know, and to be fair, Minnesota has a lot of talent on offense. So you got a good O line. You got a solid run game. You got tight ends. You got receivers. Hey man, you got a bevy of talent to work with. So you're gonna look impressive if you can just play the position well. But the real you gonna pop out when everything don't work. That's most people. But look, they don't have a lot of. They won't have a lot of extra. You know, um, off the field and media nonsense going on. You got your people in the media that do like Fields, but it ain't gonna be the same what they was just dealing with the Rodgers and all of that stuff and him not coming to camp and all that. So, it ain't gonna be a lot of
Deep
that
ass nigga.
conversation. Um, so he might be going to Pittsburgh, but
Yeah,
um,
which
so
I
yeah,
don't know why the fuck he's done. He's fucking done. We
Bruh,
had
almost came here, so I ain't
slow down. Aaron
he
Rodgers'
almost
numbers
came
was
here. So
Aaron Rodgers was not as bad as people think it just because it's Aaron Rodgers' numbers. That's why it was bad.
hey, well, he ain't
That's
the
how
same.
no. Think about it. That's how great people think you are when you have a average year. People think it's the worst year that you've ever had in your life.
I think too, man. I, to keep in mind is
Baker Mayfield made the Pro Bowl with them same numbers.
not even that he came off an injury, and you don't really know how to really gauge where he is until he really starts playing. And like I was saying throughout the season, everything looked a little like everything just looked delayed on offense. It didn't look fluid. And then once he really got into a better shape, and started to get more comfortable on that leg, he was able to play a little bit better. And he did play a lot better in the back end. But at that point, it's just it's like garbage wins. You know what I'm saying? They don't really
Yeah.
matter. Um, yeah. So that's kind of what it was. But
Um, Godwin,
who
3 year extension, 45 million guaranteed, 66 total.
who was that?
Chris Godwin.
It's smart for him. He would have been the man
That
going
makes
to New England, but just stay where you're at. They already
Yeah,
know you. They appreciate you. Stay where you have a
yeah.
chance to win.
About a week,
that ain't the
he had
swag.
50 catches for
We gotta talk DK.
576 yards and 5 touchdowns before that injury in week 7. So he was balling
DK
out.
Metcalf is in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, we go
Huh.
straight to the important people. Aaron
Who's it?
Rodgers.
For 30 million.
You might want to call them people because that's the team who has an offense now. You got two good receivers, two good
DK
tight
Metcalf in
ends,
Pittsburgh? I
two
didn't know
running
he.
backs.
Shit.
Yeah, DK Metcalf got traded to the Steelers for a second round pick. So that tells you, and he's only 27.
The trade happened right after Devontae got signed, so it was
I,
all in
I,
one.
Yep.
I love that. I love that. So people can leave Mike Tomlin the fuck alone.
Well,
Every time he don't win, hey dog, think it's time to go another way, dog. I mean, players ain't responding. They say, can he get a team first? Stupid.
well, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're not
Exactly.
gonna do that.
Oh man, let a nigga cook, man.
I ain't gonna do that because at the same time, he ain't had a playoff win in like a while. So it's at some point you're gonna get heat, and
He had
I'm
divas and he had other stuff going on.
you draft them dudes. It's your team. You're Tomlin. You keep those dudes at bay. You let them and they move accordingly when they start to act stupid. I ain't gonna, you know what I mean? But it ain't just the divas. It ain't just that. It's like you held on to Matt Canada too long to the point people were chanting "Fire Matt Canada" at other sporting events. That's like, bro, you you
Oh, they,
gotta.
they ready now. They gonna get him a quarterback. They ready now. Yeah, my nigga, I'm voting. I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm,
he the
I'm voting for
quarterback.
anybody black. I'm rooting for anybody black. He black, y'all.
It ain't
Yep.
about that though.
No, I
I
know.
don't wanna.
I know.
I don't want to frame it that way because I've been supportive of Colin. I was calling possibly the coach of the year last year when they were winning, but it's not just coming from a oh he's black and he's a coach. It's like no, bro. Like
My bias just comes. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like I.
I get it. I get it because
Yeah.
I feel like he's one of those guys you understand why dudes play hard for him. You see it. I just know that I think like the way they moving right now, they should have been moving like that a while ago. And their example of when they held on to Big Ben too long, it hurt them. And they went with Kenny Pickett, not the best draft. That draft wasn't as great for a quarterback, so you leaned into the hometown kid. It didn't work out. You did what you did last year for the low, just to keep things at functional. Now it's like you still kind of like figuring it out. Um, if some guys drop in this draft, they may be interested in some people, right? If they don't, if you go, even if you go Rogers, um, so um, yeah, I think getting DK, like I said, it ain't a move that they typically would make. So Omar's
Yeah.
trying something.
I
They're going at a different approach.
Yeah.
Now how him and Pickens go together will be interesting. That's a lot of black Air Force energy in your wide receiver room. So um, Tomlin got to keep that at bay at some point.
Yeah. I just want. I be feeling like this has nothing to do with one thing has nothing to do with the other, but I be feeling like somebody gave Matt Patricia a starting job. I've said somebody because I know who that somebody was. But because of stuff like that, and that guy in San Fran still has a starting job. He should be fired, even though he's had some playoff wins. They have a lot of talent over there, which I think he should have been fired years ago. But because they were all injured this year, he didn't get fired. But he should be fired anyway because he's gonna do the same thing next year, even when they're healthy. So
Well,
until he gets fired, Tomlin should be okay.
speaking of them, they've been moving. They moved Debo. Um,
Yeah.
they look like they're
That is
trying to move
party out
IU.
of there.
Um,
Eddie Murphy
uh,
delirious leathers on.
Wa- Ward Ward is a cult now. Their safety, he's gone. Um, He went to the Broncos, I think. Yeah,
It's about to be CMC. That's it. I think give her some of these kind.
yeah. CMC
That's supposed to
still
be keep.
there.
Don't want nobody else.
They might get
Again,
Joey
just
Bosa. That's who I
didn't
think they
didn't
probably end up getting.
we called this though? Didn't we say this? If they didn't do shit last year, they would have to blow it up.
Yeah, that's true.
And honestly, if they were any type of intelligent, they should have just pulled the trigger on trading Ayuk to goddamn Pittsburgh last year and saving themselves 30 million.
Did you? I don't think y'all saw the report, but they put out a report that they didn't they were in so many words they didn't like the fact that they had to pay him that, and it was like, bro, you didn't have to pay him that. You could have traded him. Like,
Team
so they're
called.
basically saying like they regret paying him that money now, and it's like, but you didn't have to. Y'all did it.
Exactly. You could have shipped his ass on when you had like 6 teams asking for him. You still could have traded Debo this year, but you didn't have to keep Ayuk. What I'm thinking is it's because the nigga got hurt and then he had the long ass holdout. Now it's buyer's remorse. That's your fucking fault. You showed him from the jump you didn't really want him. So why keep the nigga? Then you pay him above his value. Now you regret the decision. No, you nigga, you stupid. That's
I
your fault.
I have a question.
like they'll be trying to get younger. I think they'll probably still
Yeah,
pick up some veterans in the back end of the year. I mean, the off season, I should say.
bro.
So
The best they gonna get for you is a 7th round pick, maybe a 6, just off the fact he was hurt, and you got to take that big ass contract.
they might get a fifth. They probably
But
get a
that's a
fifth
team who's dead.
because they gonna try to drag it if they ain't able to find a they'll probably just keep them and just eat that. But
Phase him out. Stop using his ass. Start going to other people.
well, I wouldn't say they phase them out, but um, because I mean Cal got a kind of way of doing that with other players anyway, so I don't think they'll phase out Ayuk, but um, it'll be like I said, they'll just have to eat that and try to make it look like everything's under control. So
Yeah,
but like I said, DK in Pittsburgh and Pickens will be that division already is um very very um
even more reason why Cleveland don't
actionists.
need to draft a quarterback.
Um, Jamar Chase still ain't paid. T Higgins is franchise tag. So yeah.
Yes, he is. What about Max?
Uh
106, 3-year extension, 91 million guaranteed.
kind of
The
same
Raiders
thing.
did exactly what they should have did.
Yeah. I get it. I look
Got it
same
out the way
Max.
early.
Yeah,
I understand why Max took it.
smart move.
You can move around. I know you probably win the Super Bowl, but we got
Here's
money.
another thing. The Raiders got a decent amount of cap. If I'm them, they got Christian Wilkinson and Max Crosby already. 2 Pro
Instead of giving
Bowlers.
him the highest
Go
non
trade.
QB,
But here's the
highest
thing.
paid
Go
non
trade. I would call Cincinnati, trade for Trey Hendricks. Now you got 2 bookends. I would pick up Jonathan Allen, who's a free agent D tackle. Now your front 4 is a fucking problem.
So I have a question.
Which
Hold on, hold
The
on, hold
thing
on, hold on.
about Trey though, it depends on the cost on Trey because Trey looking for a certain amount of money.
he's not gonna get max money, but he might get a decent contract. But the thing, the Raiders have the cap space to give him a decent contract.
I mean,
Hey, Court, check that message for me.
What are you send turn the volume down?
Yeah,
Let me see. Is that better?
a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull away from the phone a little bit, see if that helps out a little bit too.
Gotcha.
if they go Trey, like, cause I'm thinking he won like 30 something. I don't think he's gonna get that because that's a lot.
So
Um,
37 putting. So basically, he's saying he's Max Crosby money.
see what I'm saying?
Mm.
I don't think he can get that. You know what I mean? Like at that
So how is he
age
the
too.
highest paid? How is he the highest paid non QB? But what you call got Garrett got he got 160 with 128 guaranteed. Am I missing something or
No, Max Crosby, I think they're talking about that they got to be. It can't be. But remember, Max Crosby got his money before Miles Garrett did.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Max was the highest, and Miles Garrett topped it. Miles Garrett is the highest paid non-quarterback. Matter of
Okay.
fact, J.C. Horn might be the highest paid non-quarterback because it's all depending on
Because those
the
three just got
position.
paid in succession. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's one of them. One of them three is the highest, but I don't think Max Crosby is the number one guy.
Because Chris Jones and him, they're the same position, right?
mm-mm.
Chris Jones on
Chris
the end.
Jones is the
He's D
Chris Jones is
tackle.
a D tackle.
Okay. Okay.
So
Oh,
it's
and
it's like
uh,
it's like Chris is like Dexter Lawrence and all them that
gotcha.
Yeah,
Cam
Um,
Hayward, Simmons. That's all of them
Ty-
got that money.
Tyler Lockett got released. Where do y'all think
Yeah.
he's going?
Um, he probably
anybody
end
who
up
needs it.
somewhere after the draft.
Yeah,
Um,
he'll be the second wave of free agency.
yeah,
Whoever a receiver they wanted,
cause see,
he'll get picked
right,
up then.
cause like he said, like the second wave, like right now, that's that first wave where everybody's spending money. Then like the draft come, and then you in camp. Then that's when people kind of grab some more people before
Yeah,
they make those final rosters and stuff. So he probably I don't know. He might end up on the Chargers. He might end up in he might take a little.
the Raiders.
Yeah, he could end up with the Raiders. It depends on what location you. I don't know where he might end up on the Ravens.
Okay.
Yeah, because see,
Ravens might.
he's gonna at this point in his career, you could put him in the slot and he could do damage.
So yeah.
I
Hell,
mean,
he can go to Pittsburgh with DK and still goddamn help them out because they
Right,
third
yeah,
receiver still
yeah,
some
they start
trash.
low. Sure can, cause they I mean, cause you could switch it. You could switch it with Pickens. You could put Pickens or him in the slot. But there's some places he could go. I think it's some room.
y'all
Um,
what you think y'all gonna do with that pick y'all got from the Bears for Jonah Jackson,
What is
Sean?
it, fifth
that fifth, we probably find a really good another Puka.
replacement?
That's probably what we do.
You feel
Um,
like y'all draft pretty well, right? Y'all draft well.
Hell
um,
yeah! For the last 3 years they have.
when we got picks, yeah, last
Yeah,
2 years specifically, we had some.
they stopped trading for picks and started playing receiving picks.
Well, I think the strategy changed too, because I think a lot of those drafts we was kind of just drafting dudes for depth. It didn't feel like they was trying to get like the earlier rounds. I would say they was drafting starters, and then the back end it felt like they was drafting like, okay, this guy fits what we like to do, and he'll be a good solid depth guy. That's what it kind of felt. So, but like the 21 draft, I don't think that was a great draft. Like when you look back, like half them dudes ain't even on the team no more. Like they somewhere
Yeah,
else.
they were filler.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like they weren't, and that wasn't the best draft. Tutu might be the only one left.
Yeah.
So
And if it wasn't for the fact that you ain't got to pay him shit, he bet his ass to be gone too.
I wish he was, but that's a different conversation. So yeah, that fifth, like I said, we probably find a Puka or might find another, outside tackle or something. You know what I mean? Something like that. I don't know. Depends on how the draft flow for real, and what's on the board.
Y'all think the Chargers they did was smart for letting go of Bosa?
Yeah,
Okay.
They kept Khalil, so they not
yeah,
too.
1 for 18, so that's a good deal. He probably gonna retire after this year anyway.
Yeah, they ain't too bad.
The Chargers won't get any better until they actually start investing in wide receiver. Quinn Johnson
Yeah,
is just a guy. He's inconsistent with the hands. They need to get a judge machine specifically for him. Lad McConkey, that was a good pickup, but they need another stud outside. I think that was one of them teams that probably was trying to get T Higgins, and they're just not willing to give up a number one and some other shit for him.
yeah.
But I believe they probably called,
I
and
think
I
they
believe
probably.
they might have called for Devontae, but his price might have been a little bit.
I don't think they. I don't. I think they might have slow footed on Devontae. I think they was probably trying to fill it out and see where the money was going, who was getting paid a
Yeah,
certain way. Um,
like I don't think he was a priority, but they had to kick the tires for him.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I think they did, but it was like let's kind of see where kind of some chips fall. And meanwhile, we on the phone, so um, that's why I
Yeah.
say I
Like I
think it's
don't
a
really know
very.
y'all whole cap situation, bro. But to be honest, I think y'all should keep Cup and run that trio.
I mean, I thought they was going to restructure Cup or try to get him to take a pay cut, but they ain't even did all that. They just was like, "Hey, bro, we gonna move you." So,
Do you think it's because of his health? I know he's been hurt the last what, partially hurt at times. The last what, 3 or 4 seasons since the Super Bowl.
I think that's part of it, but
I think it's two things. I think it's the money and the health
Gotcha.
at a
And
combination.
health. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think if he
Um.
was healthy, the money would still be an issue for y'all, or
No,
kinda.
if he didn't get hurt no more other than 22, he'll be. We wouldn't even be talking. We'll be talking about Devontae being along with this,
yeah?
like with them two.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
That's
or
what
they would have never went after Devontae.
Yeah.
See, I
I
thought when
don't
they
agree
talk about
either.
trading Cup, they were looking to get younger, and then you
Knowing
re-sign
McVay,
Devontae.
they would have went after Devontae.
Like
Like that's just McVay. Like I, as soon as he
three.
was released, I
Oh
was like,
shit,
England.
bruh,
they
this
should
trio
be interested.
the greatest show on turf.
Can't hear you. Caught your phone.
These three have the chance to be the greatest show on turf. Like
Oh, with
that's
these
Torrey
three,
Holt, Isaac Keem, Isaac Bruce.
man, people forget about
I,
Hakeem.
bruh,
Um,
that's 3,000 yard receivers on one team. Very 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 possible with the quarterback y'all got. Not to mention the running back y'all got. Y'all got a chance to put up some hella numbers. But I kind of think they set on trading Cup. But if they kept him, ooh, shit, it's a problem.
Court.
I,
I don't
I,
know where the hell you just moved to. I don't know if you like turn your phone upside down or you went outside or you wherever you at, nigga. Don't move.
yeah, you're good. Yeah,
You crispy spot now.
yeah, you
Don't move.
crispy
Don't move
I,
spot.
your
I,
neck.
found, I found a I found a sweet spot.
Don't move
Yeah,
your neck. Nothing. Don't don't seize, hiccup, nothing.
yeah.
You
All
know
that
what it
inhale.
is? Because I was gassing up the Rams like that should be my new team, but I ain't doing it to you, Sean.
Everything come through clear.
You know
You
what I'm
got the
saying? Like, the
no.
pearly gates opened up. There's your team, Nick.
I think
And then
I think
last
too, because a lot of people have their own opinion of why they doing it, and I've seen a lot of people say, especially the fans, say, "Well, he doesn't separate now, and the explosiveness ain't there." But I'm looking at a lot of the tape last year, and he was still getting open, and I'm like, he just wasn't getting the targets at certain points, and it was like,
Exactly.
why is he not getting the ball? It
you
was
think him and Stafford on the same page or
I don't know
Nah,
what
just
was going
Nakua
on.
was he just was
Now,
going in the
at the
cool.
same rate, Nakua is getting open as well. But it was times
Mm-hmm.
where you're like, because the year before that, they were getting about the same amount of targets. A lot of people always say, especially our fans, well, he liked to force feed the one guy. Meanwhile, Puka and Cup's targets was damn similar. It'd be like, oh, he got 15, Cup got 13. Oh, he got 12, Cup got 14. Like, and you're like, and meanwhile, people saying, "Oh, he force feed to one guy," and I'm like, I guess I'm watching different footage, but
Yeah, that ain't
yeah,
Megatron.
I think now back in the day, now he does have his when he locked in, but if you're open, he's gonna throw you the ball. So, like,
Yeah,
I don't know, but I feel like that's the purpose of it, getting open. So if you're open, I'm giving you the ball. Now it's times where because it's Stafford, he a gunslinger, so it's times where you be like, I don't know why you made that decision. You know what I'm saying? It's literally two dudes in the area, but I'm gonna find the lane and put the ball where it goes. So, but you're like, that's risky. Can you please not do that every time? Um,
right.
so yeah,
Picking up
but
Devontae is an excuse to keep him.
I would, I
and
would, I would love to keep Cup. But like I said, Stafford. had felt a different way about that money, we'll be talking about Aaron Rodgers, which would be weird. So
Now I'm gonna talk about one more
Yeah.
person we get up out of here. What is his name? Zach Braun. They picked him up last year for 3.5 year on 1 year deal. That man and fucked around came up 3 years, 51 million, 34 guaranteed, which it makes him the fourth um, highest paid
that's a
linebacker
good
in the
deal, man.
NFL. Shout
Well,
out,
they got him. They got him for a steal, considering the fact
shout out
that
Braun. Shout
they
out
was
them.
they all pro, and
Yeah,
if without him, they probably don't win the Super Bowl.
Because you
yeah.
At
think
He's
least,
like
at
about
least on defense. At least
behind
on defense.
they
Roquan
they
Smith,
moved off
Fred Warner, and Tremaine Edmonds.
they moved off Hassan. So it's like, and last year they had a problem with their linebackers. They kept getting hurt, or they just wasn't good in the
Hmm.
middle. So they had to really address it. So that was a steal, like you said. That was a great pickup. How we found it. Shout out to Roseman. Um,
Yeah,
Yeah, and this contract they gave him was a goddamn steal.
yeah. So
He. I
34
mean,
million.
for him, it's a come up. Being that he was a
yeah,
practice, he basically was a special team guy,
He only
so he
making
got a nice little bump. But shit,
11 million a year. Basically, they got him for 11 million a year with guaranteed.
and
I mean, yeah, 11 million a year guaranteed. So you know,
yeah. So that's a nice chunk of change from. But I think other teams. I think he just chose to stay in Philly.
you move your neck, nigga.
He-
um, but yeah. Um, what other? Oh, the Commanders have been making moves. I gotta bring them up
Mm.
Mm,
since we in that division.
that Laramie Tunsil trade was big.
Good. I'm not mad at it. I ain't gonna
Did
hide.
you
I
see
was
why I
kind of
moved off
like,
them people already? I told y'all niggas, Houston. I gave y'all 1 year and it didn't work out.
Won't that be your team? Go to the Redskins court. God damn, dog.
I might consider that shit. They doing what they need to do to win.
You
I like
you you
aggressive teams.
um,
damn,
I
nigga.
like teams. I like teams who are like we're going to win. We're not playing that shit safe.
I
Yeah.
think
Now, granted, Debo Samuel's got to stay healthy, but even if that don't, they still a problem.
that was who I thought
They
was
don't
gonna get
see.
up for real, for
They
real.
don't depend on Debo. That's the thing about Washington. See, San Francisco needs Debo Samuel's ball. The Redskins don't need that motherfucker to do shit.
Because the way
Just
Just
don't.
so
stay on
Just
the
be on the
field every
field.
now and then. Can you stay on the field for 12
That's
games? You
it.
frail
That's
fuck.
all Washington need to do is be on the field and contribute.
for
They don't
them,
depend on him.
I was just talking to somebody about that, and they were saying, well, Daniels got to, if will he have a slump year, or will he? I said, well, it depends, because if they address the O-line and they get a run game, he should be fine. Um, Not saying he'll have the same numbers as last year, but he'll be able to be a little bit more. He probably improved because of the different things around him, and they made that move. It's like, all right, yeah, y'all know where y'all issues at. At least y'all know where your
Mm-hmm.
issues at, and you're not ignoring them, because that's what teams do sometimes. They win, they have a good year, they go as far as they went and say, oh, we're good where we're at, and it's like, no, you're not. No,
Right.
you're not. You overachieved. Don't do that.
Knock it
Improve.
off. Knock it off.
Yeah, improve. So it's gonna be interesting what other moves take place. The
Yeah.
Giants are, I guess they're flirting with Russell Wilson. I don't know, but so yeah, that division is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be
It's gonna be
interesting.
interesting. It's gonna be real interesting. Let's
Commanders
move
and
on to
Eagles.
some
So
basketball. I want to jump on this pause. Um, LeBron, Stephen A. thing first. We get to the basketball. We talked about it, not at length for but that whole setup. And yes, I'm calling it a setup. Of LeBron catching Stephen A. lacking um, at the game.
I don't like this hip hop caption you put on. Continue.
Yeah,
Continue.
yeah. No doubt, no doubt. He caught him lacking at the game and told him to stop fucking with his son. Because he don't play that as a concerned father. I'm calling bullshit, and I know we're small time. But I do hope LeBron hears this. I'm just a person where I like the smoke. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wish he would. I'd be praying for things like that to happen to me. Cause ain't no way in fucking hell you can come to me in no game talking about yo stop fucking with my son and yo ass the one keep putting him in the line of fire with no bulletproof vest on nothing. But it's his fault for reporting your son isn't ready. I'm not gonna diss Bronny. Your son is not ready at this time for that stage, especially in that, not just being your son, but in that uniform in Ella. It's just not fair to him. You know, um, what are y'all thoughts on that? I have more, but I'm gonna stop for a second.
You want to go, Court, or you muted? Okay. All right. I think the moment. I think the moment had a lot that reaction uh, because it was seen uh, on court, uh, but it to me it's no different than what would happen in the locker room. It's happening in the locker room with media and players, so it's hard that way. If people feel it ain't, it was kind of staged. He purposely did it for that. It is what it is. But like I said, it happens in the locker room. You have beat writers who may put out an article and players, you know, uh, they address it, or vice versa. So it's something that's been a part of the game for years. It done happen with all the top guys. So whether it's the player or writer or reporter, X, Y, and Z. So I just think the timing of what's been going on with the whole conversation with the NBA media coverage and what Bron tweeted and all those things, and then Stephen A. making it all about LeBron after the tweet, and so it just had a that perfect storm type of thing. Now,
Mm-hmm.
as far as the um, why it happened or whatever, I look at it like this: they both can be they both have. I don't feel either one is right, and I don't think uh, they're wrong for how they responded. But they have to be realistic with each other and themselves and say, okay, Stephen A, you got to be a reporter. Stay as a reporter. We don't have to have these um, discussions on parenting because that's just not your business. As a parent, you wouldn't want to hear that. So I think keep it basketball because you're a reporter, you're a personality, all that under the sun. But when you jump and say, as a parent, it's like you're taking it where it don't need to go. He knows better than that. He's been in this thing way too long. But he knew what he was saying when he said it. So it's like now, same time, Braun got to realize his son is in the league now. He a young adult, or if you want to say a full adult, whatever. He got to take his lumps. He got to take his lumps, and you can't really coddle or sugarcoat anything said about his play, as far as he at the current stage he's in right now of his career.
Mm-hmm.
When a lot of why he's even in the league is because of the moment you wanted to make. So that's how I look at it. It's like that's the way I look at it from both sides. It's like, you know, and when I see people try to say, well, um, what they try to play it like, oh, well, we not singling out Bronny, but it's like, bro, y'all don't talk about the other dudes that was even drafted around him that ain't doing well. So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you are, because he's LeBron's son. So let's not act like, and he plays in LA. Like, what are we doing? And it was a whole thing. It was a whole hype thing behind it. So of course you're gonna you like why we acting like why we acting like that's not the play that y'all on. Like that's the one thing I won't feel. And I was like, I need people to stop acting like they're just like genuinely like, oh no, we're talking about this because we really no, you really know why you're doing it and whose name is attached. Let's not play
And
games.
that's kind of see that's kind of like my thing where it's like, all right, you put this spotlight on this little nigga. Nobody asked. Nobody forced you. Nobody twisted your arm. Nobody did this. You used your name and cachet to put this spotlight on your son. And now that people on his ass because of what you said and did, it's like,
But
bro.
I think with Stephen A, I don't think it was about the basketball play. I think it was the comment about him being a parent. I think that's
Okay.
when it was like, all right, bro. I think that is why it triggered that. I don't think anything else was like why he pressed him like that. I think that part was like, all right, bro, you're not gonna do that. You can do all that other stuff, but I ain't feeling that. I
Yeah.
think that's what really did it.
Let
But
me
like
let's
I
keep it a
said,
buck. If Braun attacking Stephen A on talking about his not being good, he got a long ass list of people name. Everybody in the basketball world felt that your son wasn't even good enough to be the 55th pick. Let's keep it a buck.
yeah, but they didn't say anything about him being a parent. That's the thing. The problem is you gotta keep it basketball. People can't
Exactly.
jump and talk about Braun as a parent and they not in the household. It's just not. It's just not. It's not the conversation. Now you could
But
say
see,
you could question Braun's intention with doing the moment, but then it's a slippery slope with that. Because then you're
but
gonna
that's why
have us
I
saying
got to give
we
Stephen A. his credit.
because it's the same thing they did with LeVar. They did it with LeVar. They started to question the
Yeah,
man as a parent, and it's like, bro, he sent up his sons. What are we doing?
yeah,
Just
Okay.
because he
which is
has some
what
outlandish,
any father should do.
it's just because he has
But
outlandish comments about beating Jordan and all that. It went into a whole nother thing about him not caring about his kids, and it's like, well, how we get here? How we get here?
see,
I
I
think,
this is where I
I
got to
think
give.
the difference with that is the fact that I think that Steve that with the ball, I think Alonzo was actually ready for the NBA. He had to take his lumps, but I think
Yeah,
he
he was
actually,
projected the number 2 pick.
That's about basketball.
yeah,
They
Again,
didn't
this is why
basketball.
I like what Stephen A. said. Stephen A. said
That's what I'm saying.
that it was more about the
They didn't
father
keep it
speaking to
about his
him, and it
play.
wasn't a basketball thing. So you got to give Stephen a
Because
little
you know
credit
what?
because he got the message.
go ahead,
Well,
Sean.
I have different opinions about him, so he's gonna get so much credit. But like I said, I think that's the problem. We seen it with VAR. It turned into a whole different thing about him as a father, and it's like, bro, where are we going with this? Where are we going with this?
Because but LeBron, my issue with that part is LeBron, in a sense, made it. He made it more than about basketball. I feel like he
There's
did that.
no way he made it about him being a parent when he said, "You as a parent, you have to stop this, sir. This is you are a reporter. They are reporters. They are
Yeah,
personalities. You can't get into that. You
Okay.
as a parent, what are you doing? Because you're
yeah,
not
keep it
talking
strictly
about the
sports.
sport no more. We're not even talking about him not scoring no points. We're not talking about him not being prepared and he should stay in the G League. You're talking about something else.
Yeah, you
Okay.
came at him on some daddy shit when
Yeah,
the
like
critique is about your
that's a
son's
slippery
basketball
slope.
ability.
My point is they made that mistake with LeVar and it won't necessary. You won't just saying, well, LeVar's outlandish, he does too much. Keep it there. Whitlock and others, they start talking about him as a dad. And it's like, hey now, I'm putting sons in the league. How you gonna not talk about them as players? You talking about me as like I'm a hinder sons.
Yeah,
Like
Okay.
it's it's like wait a minute. How we get here? All I said was they gonna have their own shoe, we gonna have our own brand, and I'm gonna hype my sons up.
yeah,
Everybody who even didn't have a son said, you know, I feel about that. So, and
yeah,
why I think mistake say that this is like father, you can't, you have to be careful with that type of comment, bro.
Oh, your phone
You
breaking up
have
too,
to be
Sean.
careful.
Now I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I still like
That's my whole point.
you do have to be
That's just my
careful,
point.
huh?
That's just my whole point with Stephen. But like I said, Braun can't shield Bronny from everything. Criticism, you can't. You're gonna chase down everybody. You know what I'm saying you're gonna be walking up on Coward, and then you be walking up on NWB, you be walking up on Chris Broussard, or you know what I'm saying, or Kendrick Perkins. It's just like
But I again,
you can't play it like that.
I agree with what you're saying, but I
So
also feel that at the same time, I I can't say, it's not it's like, bro, you did something to your son that was beyond unfair when you started talking and chirping about him. Now, what LeVar did it, but his son was actually ready. I think that when you go out there and you're like, all right, anybody, yo, you want me to pick up my son? Then it's like you tell your people, yo, if anybody pick up Bronny, he going to the G. I mean, he going overseas to play ball. Then he coming back. He not playing for you. Then you're saying, oh well, he's better than 50% of the league right now. So they put that microscope on him, and when they did that, it's like, bro, this dude,
they
and
were
it's like
going
my
to,
nigga.
if he played it another way, they were going to put it on him anyway because he's LeBron's. Period.
I don't think it would have been
He
as
could have
bad.
moved off. They could have did it another way. We're talking about the media here, bro.
Now I get what you're saying.
We come on now. You know, they've
I
been literally ignoring the Cavs winning 14 games straight to talk about everything else but. We know they're gonna talk about the Lakers. They talk about the Lakers winning good, bad, and different. So they not even consistent on no. Oh, now we ain't make a thing. That's what they do. That's what they do. So if Brian didn't do none of that, and let's say Brian was a top 10 dude, he didn't do none of the other stuff. He let him go where he
wait.
went, and he ain't had nothing to say. They still
LeVar
would be
uses
sitting up
power
there
to get
talking
his
about
son in the league, but they earn their spots to be where they are.
we all
LeBron
agree on that
used
part.
his power to get his
That's
son in the
not the
league.
problem. That's we all agree about that part. When you get on that part, you have to stay there. You can't go to the other
Okay.
part because Steven didn't stay there. That's the thing. That's the mistake he made. That's the mistake. Because you are a reporter. Keep it basketball. You getting into you because it's different. It's because it's the same energy. If Savannah walked up on him, we would have understood why.
Yeah,
Because if he
you
would
got
have
to keep it
said
strictly basketball.
Bron and Savannah, y'all as parents, he would have had to see her. He would have had to see her. Because it's like, hey, what are you doing? Critique his play. Ease up on that part. Because, like I said, it's a slippery slope. Because now you're having a different conversation. It's not even about his play no more. You can critique LeBron's intentions and everything under the sun about trying to make a moment and he operated with clutch and saying, oh, he don't want to go there. He ain't playing for y'all. He coming here. Have at it, brother, because it's about basketball. It's about his basketball career. You're in the clear. You're in the clear. Because then it never got that far until he said that comment. And I think on top of that, I don't really know how much a relationship they have. That's another thing. See, if
Who?
they had a better rapport, it may not have got that far. It may have been like, hey, I gotta
Talking
call
about
you
LeBron,
about something. Cause
you
that
talking about
was
LeBron and
yeah, Brian and Steven.
okay.
If they had a better rapport, it may not even gotten that far. Now, I'm gonna say this part too. I didn't think it needed
Yeah,
to
because
happen
Steve
on the
said they
court.
don't have one.
See, then that's what I'm saying. So if they if things would have happened in the locker room, it is what it is. But I wasn't a fan of it happening on the court because what it turns into. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if they had a better little type of, like I said, rapport, like somewhat of him and like Kobe. Kobe will tap in on him when he say something crazy on TV. He getting a phone call.
Yeah.
Same energy, like yo, what was that segment
LeBron
about?
pussy though, bro.
So
LeBron would have been did that. LeBron pussy.
what you say?
LeBron pussy, dog. I still like it was staged, my nigga. Like you could have hit that man line and if you really wanted to
But that was my.
bug up on
But that
him
was
and
what
be
I
like,
was
bro,
saying. It's
like
gonna get
watch your
worse.
mouth.
That's what I was
But
saying
see,
though.
the thing is, they don't fuck with each other to that level.
No, I'm
See, like
talking
like
about
like
But that's what
Iverson,
that's what
Iverson would
that's
have
why I
called him
brought
because
that
him and
up.
Iverson had that rapport.
I ain't even talking about
Yeah,
that.
that's what
I'm
I'm
talking
saying.
about my nigga. Ain't no cameras around. I will fuck you up in here.
True, but that's on some man shit. Part of it,
That's why I said
and see,
the
this is
pussy.
why I understand the part where you're saying stage, even though I don't necessarily believe it was stage. I think he wanted the attention. I think he wanted the coverage for
Yeah,
people seeing him
he wanted coverage.
checking Stephen A. Because
So
he ain't checked no one else, and everybody else that does what Stephen A. does is talked about his son.
so
Now,
here's
I agree
my
with Sean because Sean said an important fact. When you took it to questioning your fatherly duties, that's the line you shouldn't have crossed. But keep it as don't don't come at me as a father. He phrased it like he was critiquing his son as a player. But that's not why you check Stephen A. Because you would have had to check the whole fucking sports industry about that. You checking it because you came and you questioned LeBron's fathering ability.
but
That's
my
why.
no, I get that part, but my thing is if you really want to check this nigga, it ain't about calling because I'm if you really want to check this nigga and you want it to be like like you really want to check this nigga and you really wanted to like make sure nigga don't ever bring your son name up again, you hit him
Bro,
behind closed.
you
Hold
Bron
on,
don't
is it
move. Bron don't
wait,
move like that,
hold on,
dog.
hold on.
You right, G. Bron ain't moving like
Kyrie,
that.
Kyrie and Kyrie and Steven they don't have a relationship.
And Kyrie, but Kyrie's pops
Behind, but him,
called him.
but they had it in, but they handled it behind closed doors.
How long
But see,
that
that's
took
that's
though?
how men do things, and it
That's
wasn't
different
about
though.
publicity.
Huh?
That's
See,
different too though.
Kyrie wasn't about publicity. Kyrie is about let's handle the situation.
That's why I'm saying LeBron pussy. Because I
But
believe you
that's a
just wanted
different
the publicity.
situation
I
though.
checked that nigga.
But that's a different situation because he don't know Bron dad. Don't
E-
nobody know
e-
Bron dad.
exactly.
So
True.
Who you talking
that's
about?
different.
Yeah, like Kyrie's situation is a little different.
It's different.
But I like the way Kyrie and his pops handled it. We gonna talk your ass
Yeah.
off camera, so ain't nobody getting this
That
ain't
was
for
my
clicks.
that was my
This is
same.
this is
That's
on
what I
some
was
man
saying.
shit.
Like it didn't. I didn't like the moment. Like I just said, I didn't like him doing
Yeah,
that. But I'm not a parent. And I ain't
yeah.
never been said, ain't nobody ever said to me as a parent, you gotta stop doing this, that, and the third. And it's like, my boy, listen, man, I get
I
all, and a lot of it may be warranted, all the criticism I get. At some point, I'm gonna draw the line somewhere. But
I and maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Because if
but
you
it,
track
yeah,
you check mine
it's
like
because
that,
it's LeBron, and if another guy did it, it wouldn't be looked at that way. And the situation is different because of the whole part of doing the whole rollout of bringing them into the league. That's why it makes it worse for some people to
yeah,
say, you know what, I ain't really like that.
you a
So,
clown, dog. I wish couldn't have been me.
but like I said with
Me.
The Kyrie thing was different. It was just different
I would have loved that to be me because I'm gonna be like,
because he knew
I'm gonna catch
he.
you. I'm gonna catch you slipping. We gonna talk, nigga, in
See,
person.
this
And
the
then
thing.
keep that same energy while punching your motherfucking face.
But see, Stephen A. He get on TV and do that tough talk too, though. He
Yeah?
did it with KD. He did it with Kyrie. And see, he lucky they didn't do what Braun did because it would have been the same moment.
Well, you know, I called them both. I called them all pussy, but LeBron's really, really
Look,
pussy.
I don't know them that well to do all that, but
I,
I'm gonna
I,
say, you know, because if somebody gonna be talking crazy about me and he got a rapport with my family, yeah, we gonna have an issue. But it's like at that time and place where Kyrie was in his career, The decisions he made, everybody didn't agree with, and then it became another thing. He didn't once again. He didn't keep it basketball. He brought up Kyrie Daddy when it won't even need it. Like, why are you even going there?
No, I totally agree with Kyrie on that one.
You, it always goes back to my initial thing.
Yeah, he
Keep
didn't
it.
keep basketball.
Your job as a reporter, Stephen A. It's like you want to yell and bloviate about all the things under the sun about basketball and this person's career and the choices they making at this current moment. Hoorah! Get your narratives off. But when you go into that other part and you're bringing family in and you're discussing family business, let's keep it, because he wouldn't want nobody doing it to him. He wouldn't want nobody talking about his siblings and
That's a
whatnot.
fact. That's a fact.
That's
That's
the
a
thing.
fact.
We gotta keep it. We gotta keep it fair and understand the respect. Like the lines, respect the lines, bruh. And that's the same thing with Bron. You can't just be pressing because I in the heat of the moment we make a poor choice, and I think in that moment he probably made the poorest choice he made. But like I said, he can't do that to everybody, and he can't sugarcoat and try to
But
collar
wasn't
things.
Stephen A on his show? Oh, that
Who
was on. He
show?
was on KD's show. He was on KD's show.
Yeah. He won't ever on the shop.
Yeah, I would have
But
loved. See, I be feel like, bro, y'all niggas be cowards. All y'all could have handled it a different way. I know LeBron really wanted to smoke. You saw the nigga. He looked at the camera after you walked off. Like, hey, you got my footage? You got me? You got me? You got me? Yeah. Niggas know it's real out here. No, everything, everything with that. Everything with LeBron feels like it's a promotion. It's marketing. That's how it feels. Like nothing feels
well,
like it's
it's in
done.
LA, so it's always gonna look more than.
It's like nothing's done genuine. It's like always, yo, like I think for marketing tactics. I think it's PR was like, yo, for marketing tactics,
I
we gotta
honestly
check
don't think
Stephen
it
A.
was.
Doing it behind
The
closed
reason
doors.
why I don't think it was is Braun never did nothing like that before. It's not normal for him to do nothing like that. So like I said, I don't know what made him choose that moment or that time to do it, but it was a heat in the moment, and it was
Nigga, Stephen
like
A.
I
was coming
said,
to the game.
huh?
He knew Stephen come to the game. He was like, yo, give me that. He's like, yo. Matter of
I
fact, when
don't
you see
know. I
Stephen
don't
A.
even
sit
think it
down,
was that.
hit the little
He
click on
been.
your phone and watch the flick. I'm gonna watch the flick on your phone. I'm gonna come pull up on that nigga real quick, and then you hit record.
I mean, because
Bitch
I
ass
can't
nigga.
pretend like if I was in the league and somebody like that was talking crazy on my name, it wouldn't be that. So that's
Yeah,
why I say I can't pretend like it wouldn't be up. It'll be
yeah,
up.
yeah.
So now it
But
wouldn't be on camera because I'd
yeah,
rather be handled like men. But
right.
um,
Shove
yeah,
your head into the fucking glass wall, but
because like I said, it's like in different aspects they was in the wrong, both of them. Because I seen people
mm-hmm.
kind of frame it certain ways. I'm like, well, I think you can give them both the wrong card on that. They both getting yellow cards because it's like,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But maybe I'm looking at it from a, you know,
But
from a
I get it
different
though. I
thing.
get it. I get it on both
It's
ends.
like you just gotta be you know what we always talk about, man. It's codes and it's character, bro. And it's like
Yeah,
some people got codes, bro. And you like I believe Steven probably got codes attached to him, and Braun got codes attached. So it's like that crow get crossed. It's like, hold on now.
yeah.
I put up
Agreed.
with a lot. We ain't about to put up with that. So,
Yeah.
you know.
I'm a good daddy, nigga. I'm a good
Yeah.
daddy.
And you know
I'm a
what?
great
Because
father,
you know what? Because
motherfucker.
he did. You know that clip he said that before. He was like, because we got to bring up everything about LeBron. He's a good father and he takes care of all his kids and he's a good
Mm-hmm.
Samaritan. He's a good Philip. When he did that, see what I'm saying? It leads you to get to this point where it's
Yeah.
like you've been kind of sliding that for a while. At that time, it was probably you being sarcastic as a joke. I ain't gonna trip over that. But now when you adding as a parent, Braun, you gotta stop this. Cause it's like, bruh, one, you're super dramatic. You're not on the set of General Hospital. Let's cut it down. Let's tone it down. Like you
Let
talking
him
about
get on
Braun
deck.
staging it.
Let him
I
cook.
felt that was a little
Let him cook.
over dramatic.
Let
Cause
him cook.
I'm a,
Let my
let him
man's
cook.
cook.
I'm gonna cook now too. So look, You just did what I wanted you to do. Now we gotta go here. Now we gotta go here.
That my
We're in the
man's
danger room
cook,
now.
B. That my man's cook, B.
Court's Mike, but he I hope he's listening. He's paying attention. G, you
Oh
a fan
shit.
of everyone here is a fan of DBZ.
Uh-huh.
When the Cell games was going on
I
and
got it.
Goku and Cell is fighting, and he stops the fight mid Cell game, and what did he do? He stepped down and he let Gohan fight. Right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Why is Stephen A acting like that's the moment we're in right now?
And he's Vegeta?
He's Krillin.
He's Krillin?
Goku, you gotta stop this. You can't let Gohan fight. That's
Why you talk
that's
like him?
just saying, bro. Like,
No, he's Vegeta. You coward! What? What? You coward!
Yeah, how crazy is a bitch.
but you see where I'm coming from, though, Court. You see where I'm coming
Bruh,
from.
verbatim. If that wasn't the perfect analogy, for you niggas who don't know, go watch the Cell games and
Oh,
you'll see it.
God.
When
That
you got
shit
the
is
time,
so
listeners,
fast.
go watch the Cell games.
Damn it.
It's the
Damn
Cell
it.
games,
Bruh,
DBZ.
if
Just
that
go on to
wasn't the
YouTube.
perfect
You'll be
fucking
able to see
analogy,
it.
That is hilarious. That is hilarious. I don't. But on a live note, we'll get into some basketball now. What do y'all think, man? Who do y'all think? I mean, what do y'all think about who y'all think going to the finals this year, man? It's Cleveland looking like they might be if they stay healthy,
14
boy.
wins, man. 14 wins. I mean,
They stay healthy. Fuck. I
yeah.
I like
They
Boston, but I'm not sure about this one.
if I can get that matchup, I'm good. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Um, you know,
I feel like my Pistons gonna see the Knicks in the first round. That's gonna be scary. I don't
I'm
want to
gonna
see
say
that.
this: the Boston made a statement the other night. They catching Lakers on a hot streak, and they just was like, "Yeah, okay, that's cool, but we're Boston." It's like, oh
Yeah.
my, okay,
Yeah.
all right. I see y'all heard all that Cavalier talk.
Yeah.
Um,
They Jason Tatum showed up, huh? You on the ball now, huh? You know what? Let me get this. Let me take this light skin brush off me real quick. Peel his light skin off and shed this off and get this dark skin on and get the hooping real quick. Drop a
this
couple
is
of
the
40
most
balls on your
colorless.
ass. 40 balls on your ass.
That's the most colorless comment ever. I'm
He
gonna
ball
peel
like
off this
actually.
light.
He ain't balling like Mendenhall. So pretty. So pretty. Actually hooping now. All right, nigga. Got that about time, bro. Shit. I'm sick of you know how I feel about him, bro. You know how I feel about him.
Dog, I
He
swear.
might be top 3 most talented players in the NBA right now. It's I don't know if it's the motor or what, bro, but he been hooping. He's been
Yeah, he
hooping.
been hooping.
Outside of
Um,
him, hey, listen, keep your mouth shut talking to Cleveland like that. Fuck out of here. Hey,
yeah,
take
yeah,
this L
yeah.
with you go.
That
Is it
backfired.
what you lock
That
on?
that I hated that because I was like, it would be when he show a little bit of motion when he normally don't
Yeah.
do all that. It backfired. Like,
Into the game. Oh,
get him
Danny
the fuck
boy.
out of
God,
here. L.
You were saying someone couldn't hear you. Oh, okay. I thought you was talking. Shut the fuck up. Go back to your
It's
sexual
like
thing.
they saw that. Like, I know Jason ain't acting out of character. Like,
Him with the Westbrook was like,
yeah. Like,
let's
what
get this nigga
Jason
out of here.
on? What he on?
Yo,
He know I'm Spider, right?
you
All
funny?
right.
Sir.
Um,
Sir.
the West. I mean, SGA, chatting
Yeah,
them.
they looking good. He dropped a 40 ball in their ass the other day, didn't he?
That
40.
game, it's crazy because I'm watching that game and it's like they couldn't get going till they started.
Mm-hmm.
It was like he just started going to the lane like, oh y'all expecting that? Okay, cool. I'm just go to the cup, and then they
Yeah.
adjusted and it was like, all right, take this midi. It's like, God, what do
He
you
was
do with
on one.
this?
He was on one. He
Then
was
Williams getting
on one.
hot. It's like, then Chet getting back in rhythm. It's like, all
Do
right, man.
you do y'all think the Bucks need to blow it better this year?
Uh, I don't know, man. I think it depends on where how far they go. Um, and I know they're kind of concerned about what Giannis may do. um, so
Giannis said, "I want to go to Golden State." Shit.
I won't even say it's there, but I mean, if
Lonzo don't be like, "Oh, Giannis was to be traded. The best place for Giannis would be the Lakers." Okay, all right, okay, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Pull thine cock out thine mouth. Jesus Christ. Damn. Remove thine cock from the back of thine tonsils. Oh, man. Damn. Why she gonna say? I think they should trade. They should trade Hachimura. They should trade Hachimura
I just want
for Dame and Giannis.
so
Shannon,
listeners, you
Shannon.
gotta. We're laughing because it's
Yeah.
literally what ESPN will do. But on the other side with football, now that you wrapped in being a Lions fan now, your team be on that time too though. They
Hey,
be
I'm saying
when
though, we earned
when
it.
somebody when Miles was possibly on the move, it was three teams that name popped up: Eagles, Lions. So
Hey,
when you become the landing spot, it is what it is.
Hey, you know what? We was 0-16, brother. We get a few
Oh no,
years.
I
Real
ain't.
quick.
Hey, get your glory. I ain't worried about it.
You
Get your
know
glory. I ain't tripping.
this how serious Detroit going 0-16 is. Niggas forgot that Cleveland a few years later did the same shit.
Yeah,
People forget Cleveland went 0-16 a couple years later.
we had a one in something. So
they're usually
we was
2 and
there.
14. Like no one gives a shit about them dudes.
We was right there with y'all at one point. We had a almost donut year. So
Oh yeah,
you know,
But I just
but yeah, you know how it go, man.
I can't, man. I cannot.
But they'll put Golden State in there too, though. You know how they go.
Yeah, they will.
They'll be like,
Shannon gonna be like, we should do a 3-team trade. We should trade Hachimura and Reeves for KD, Giannis, and Dame. You be like, bro, listen. You don't have laryngitis? Do you have strep throat? Like, sir, your throat has to hurt. You have to be. You can't speak. There's no way possible you're able to speak coughing up like Bronny Jr. Like you have to be coughing up Bronny's son, not LeBron's. Like Bronny's son, you're coughing up his son. Dude, knock it off.
when you said that, my mind didn't think about Shannon no more. I started thinking about John Laurinaitis. So that's why I was shaking my head because I was like, if he knew where my mind just went.
Oh God. Can't take this mess, though. They're just, they're gonna do it. We got the perfect trade.
Oh, they're gonna say the Knicks too. They're gonna say the Knicks too.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the
has
Knicks. Let's get
KD
on the
should have
Knicks.
been the Nick in the first place. He should just get traded back there now. He's him and Cat, and they should give up one piece. Like they should just give up fucking Aloe Candy. Aloe can't even play no more. Just give up Aloe Candy, trade for Durant.
They be like, yo, trade Ottawa Candy's rights and Allen Houston's rights and get Giannis. Like, wait, what?
They should have had a cap space. They did. They just got Eddie Curry off the book. So
Which
they
is
should
the
have
sickest thing in the world. Like,
okay. I don't know what the hell going on.
Speaking of the Knicks, though, they're kind of in a weird spot. They haven't been able to beat the top teams, and I don't think that was what the point of bringing Cat there. And we understand, we know why it's more to it than that.
Yeah.
Thibodeau and his ways.
Yeah.
So
7-man rotation. And he gonna tighten the rotation up in the playoffs. Okay, wait a minute. Hold up, dog. What you're not gonna do. You gotta chill. Dog.
Why do you want to burn your team out? Like, what is the point?
I run a 7-man rotation. Come playoff time, we running 5. 5. No subs. 48 minutes. Death.
It's like, bro, what type of Because remember when they called that when it was Clay and Poole and all them, they called it the death lineup.
Yeah.
Like he took that the wrong way. It's like, yeah, I got a death lineup too. Like that's not how that works, Tip.
Same.
Thibodeau.
Same.
It's not.
It's called the Do You Have Life Insurance team? Like, good God, I don't even know how the hell.
Because I was saying, like, to play for Thibodeau, I feel like you got to do a different type of like workout regimen and training just to be
Over
stay
there,
healthy.
you got 15 million you
Hey,
get in
oh,
ACL.
steroid.
You get
You gotta
15 million
get
for ACL.
HGH.
You get 9 million for MCL. You get 45 million. This is all insurance money for Achilles tear. You get 2 million for plantar fasciitis and bad feet. You like, nigga, why do you gotta have limb insurance to play on his squad because one of them going out before the season over. You lose a limb will
Court
go
said,
dead.
Court said they should you got to get on roids. So
The Luca diet, got in the Luca diet, 4% body fat, no training, all
you
roids.
got to take the clear the hoop. This shit crazy, dog. God damn.
This dude got to chill, bro. He don't care about nothing.
Thibodeau bucket. God damn, you got to hit the clear the hoop. What the fuck? Come on, dog. Together, Thibodeau.
Bro, this nigga's crazy. Got his whole team mad about nothing. What are you doing? Lead me on? What? Hey, yo, what are you talking like that? It's crazy. This is insane.
What else, man?
Yeah, they, I think, man, I think they gonna end up blowing it up. I think, what's his name? End up getting fired. They gonna hit the reset button on that Milwaukee thing.
Oh, talk about resetting. The Mavs are having the worst.
Jesus Christ.
Post trade.
Our team is what? Red and hot. Our team is what? Red. Our team is REDHOT. They just wheel these niggas off every play.
Now I know Mavs fans. I know some Mavs fans. They are not. They have not recovered. So it's just not the season for them.
It's been a bad year.
They don't even want to talk ball, bro. They just like
them niggas looking like fucking Golden State and what was it 2020 when Steph got hurt and it's like Clay was hurt, Steph was hurt. He's like, bro, all right.
It was just
so Draymond just said, yo, pull me out the game, my back hurt. I'm out for the season.
Just on anything.
I ain't got nothing. Got nothing.
Man, then you got what's going on with the Suns. You got Bud and KD and
blow that bullshit up.
Have you ever thought you'd see a superstar that would be going to his?
Now I would say this. I think they probably will blow up before the Bucks, depending on how far they go.
Bro,
blow Phoenix up now, regardless of what the fuck they do. Let that shit ride. Trade to everybody.
If they trade KD to Timberwolves, that is the worst thing Timberwolves could do.
He's not going to. He don't want to go there.
They were talking about that. Maybe he want to go, but
I think. Well, I had Dallas, but I don't know how that's going to be by the time next.
Honestly, that's what I was thinking. If I'm motherfucking KD, I want to go to Dallas. And in Dallas, he'll be playing the small forward like he should be because you have a power forward and you have a center.
You trade Giannis to Detroit, nigga.
Right, I ain't getting no goddamn trade to Detroit.
I think they have that'd be a him and
If you want Giannis, you're gonna have to give up Cade Cunningham.
Hell no.
Speaking of them blowing up, I know
that's the only way you getting Giannis.
I know you had said KD to the Pistons.
Yeah,
this is just fantasy hypothetical. I wouldn't be mad if Book went there.
I like that backcourt. I do.
Yeah. Because Book can just be the shooting guard and let Cade Cunningham keep doing what he's doing. Point forward.
Mad at that. They should be in on that. If Suns is like, we selling, Detroit should be making a call. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but they probably won't trade Book. They probably won't.
Look.
They won't trade the franchise.
They definitely gonna trade Bradley Beal.
You can't see. They can't trade that nigga. They want to. They gonna shoot him. They gonna shoot Bradley Beal. They're gonna invite Bradley Beal to dinner and put poison in his fucking burrito. Yo, I swear to God.
Just let them just amnesty the nigga.
They are going to invite him to dinner to a Mexican, and they're going to put poison in. They put roast spray in his beef bean burrito.
You allow him. You give him a contract where you put the notes.
Dog.
You put the no trade in there. Now you regret it. Now you got a hit out on him.
Dog, they're going to be like, sir, you know what? We were wrong trying to trade you. We want to invite you to dinner. We'll invite you to dinner, and just talk. Just we're gonna make you the cornerstone for the next 5 years. We're gonna renegotiate your contract. We're gonna give you an extension, but we're gonna do it over dinner tonight. So come over for dinner. We're having pot roast. That's how you know you're gonna die. They're gonna tell you about pot roast. My wife's cooking. What, sir? You gonna invite that nigga over? He's gonna get real sleepy out of nowhere. He gonna wake up tied to a bed.
The joint Gordon Ramsay always with?
Taking him with a killer pot roast.
That's what they're gonna have.
Oh wait.
They're gonna have that,
So
that Gordon Ramsay meal with the Wellington. That's what they're gonna have.
We got a killer steak, literally.
Yes.
The tomahawk is to die for. All right.
They gonna get that nigga. They gonna put Pop Rocks in the steak and get a nigga Pepsi at that. Stomach gonna be bubbling up.
The most ridiculous death ever. Like, all right. What the fuck? What type of immune system Barely Bill had? Not on Pop Rocks. Come up.
Yo, they gonna murder Bradley because he won't go nowhere. Hey dog, take a pay cut now, my boy. You gonna pay me, show me. Pay me, show me. Yeah, yo, dog, we can't. Look, we need some draft cap. We need something. You pay me, show me.
You know what it make it bad? They keep trying to get him, but it's like the most ineffective ways to kill, and it's like he keeps surviving. He just keeps showing up. You're just like
Al Bundy.
Y'all suck, bro.
He's Peter Weller, yo. Ooh, piece of candy.
Right.
He's Peter Weller.
They put some bullshit in his candy. All he got is a stomach ache. It did not hurt him at all. It's like,
what got emptied all of the chocolate into all the Axelax went to his piece of cake. I don't know what happened.
Like I said, they gonna shoot Bradley Beal. They
gonna kill him, dog. They gonna murder Bradley Beal, dog. I'm telling you. Like you won't wave your no trade clause? Fine. Be that way. God. We'll see you soon. You gonna walk outside, you gonna dragging a body into the lake on some other shit. It's gonna be over that dude, man. But it's gonna be interesting to see what happens moving forward. I mean, I think honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing, Cleveland versus OKC. I think that'd be a good something we've never seen before. But they've already said who would you rather see in the finals? Would you rather see the Lakers and the Celtics? Would you rather the Lakers and Cleveland?
They want that.
Why?
They want that.
Why? Why?
Tatum versus Braun.
I really, really want. I'm gonna tell you, I want Golden State to go back. They won't, but I would love them to go back and win it, just so y'all can be so upset that Curry has more than LeBron. It won't happen, but it would be great because y'all would be so upset and I'd laugh at you such bitches.
Because the funny thing about it, because it's kind of like they've went so far into trying to downplay Curry that they've came back around to like praising him. It's kind of crazy. And
we still love you, my boy. Don't be mad at us. We still love you.
So I think how we get before, even though it would be because Stephen A. is gonna bring up Jordan anyway when you bring up anybody that's great. So you be like, yes, Curry one of the greatest ever, but he ain't Jordan. It's like, hey,
but Jordan is 6'6". Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
We was just talking about Curry though. We ain't even said nothing about Mike.
We did. When you said Curry, you should have said Curry L. Jordan. What? Curry Echo Jordan. All right, shut the fuck up, dog. Shut your bitch ass up. I'm so sick.
It's sick, man.
Niggas. It is. It's like the worst thing on the planet. So
Shout out to
again,
the NBA media coverage, literally proving LeBron's point of that tweet by bringing on Kai Cenat to talk about Bron and Jordan. You literally doubled down on the worst side of the take. Like, I just could not believe how they missed the point. Like, and then to get mad at Ant because he don't want to be the face for y'all is funny.
so you don't want to be the new dark skinned guy for us, huh? What?
You don't want to be the new Mike because that's what they want him to be.
You don't want to be the new. You don't want to shave your head bald and grow a beard, huh? Trying to tell us, huh? All of our goats are bald. All of our goats are
And then
bald.
and Tatum is right there being like, "Yo, I can be the face," and they like,
But I don't know about that. I mean, I like you, but no, my nigga. Fuck that nigga. Sorry, wrong. We're gonna do light
it's
skins. We'll
literally
do light
that.
skins. We're gonna do
Yeah,
light
it's
skins with the
literally
face. We're
that.
gonna do face light skins. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that.
It's like we don't want Tatum to be the face, even though he want to be the face. And then if you're foreign, we don't want to be the face because we're xenophobic. So it's
Yeah.
just like, oh,
If you're European, you can't be the face. If you're light skinned, you're too close to European
Man,
complexion.
you gotta
You can't be the face. Yo, we
God,
gone.
he doesn't feel like anybody here.
We gotta go now.
Then out. Yeah, but they gonna have her do both for some reason.
We get up out of here, yo.
Hey, Josh quit.
We- But look, we gonna get up out of here, man. We gonna talk to y'all later next time.
yeah.
Y'all, peace. Oh my God.